Well, hello and welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. If it is your first time here, my name's Vanessa Lee. Welcome. Do hit the subscribe button and join the family. I'm going to be showing you some really sad plants, and you're probably thinking, if you are here for the first time, why would I follow this girl if all her plants are dying? Yeah, I've got some really sad updates to show you. The reason why these plants are looking the way that they are currently is because I have been neglecting my plants recently. For those of you that follow me over on Instagram, you already know that my mother recently passed away. And then soon after that, my dad was taken ill. So I left the plants for 2 weeks and I was staying with my dad. So yeah, they're not looking great. I mean, it could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. Luckily, during that time, whilst I was away, it was really sunny. So yeah, I had plants in my bedroom and they were looking sad and I was sad, and you know, it was just the energy. So I actually ended up moving all of those plants out of my bedroom because I just couldn't look at them. Unfortunately, some of them ended up in the hallway, and that's where the majority of the plants that look really sad are. I'll talk you through some other stuff whilst I'm showing you them, but yeah, let's get straight into this video. I'm going to show you the sad ones first, and then towards the end I'm going to actually show you some really good updates. So some of the plants were quite happy that I went away for 2 weeks, and then some of them really weren't. I mean, the babies, the little seedlings in particular. Yeah, okay, I'm going to switch the camera around and I'm going to meet you in the hallway. Okay, so we're out in my hallway, and before I actually only had one shelving unit out here, and the other one was in my bedroom with plants on. So I moved it out here because I just couldn't cope with watching them perish and with what I was going through. So yeah, they came out in the hallway. Where to start really? The saddest ones, I guess, are the seedlings. So these are, let me just grab one. This one's not actually looking too bad. This is an Anthurium Bakeri. I have another one here. It's also not looking as bad as I thought it was. This one definitely looks like it's on its last legs. And then I've got one more here. Very, very sad. That one, yeah, I think I'll probably have to bin that one, which is a pity because I'd only just potted that up. This guy's looking happy. The Ripsalis, I now don't actually know where I am with the watering, so I'm not entirely sure what the yellowing is all about. Maybe I have overwatered. This one is the McCrath, and she's probably the saddest out of them. This guy I actually had to repot, and I'll have to slap the name up because for the life of me, I think it's written on there. Are you written on the pot? Oh, you are. Yeah, this is the Ripsalis Pumisticeus. I'll write that up, yeah. Oh, that's my tummy rumbling. Oh, I can see some roots. Okay, yeah, so I just kind of potted that up one day on my own. Yeah, I potted this one up on a day where, I mean, I didn't film it. But yeah, I just felt like doing it. This one, oh my gosh. I said that I was only going to do the bad news, but how can we just walk past this one? Thank you so much to the subscriber that told me about the putting the Maranta into sphagnum moss. Look how bushy and nuts this plant is now. I'm amazed at how well this one has done. And considering I went away for 2 weeks, yeah, I think the reason is that I have, let me just show you this guy actually. So I've got like some leca balls at the bottom there. So I did leave quite a reservoir of water, but check out those roots. And it's in pure sphagnum moss, pure. And loving it. Oh, that was quite wet. Okay, who else is croaking it? This guy, the curly whirly one. Yeah, she's not looking hard. Let's go up. Yeah, these guys are not looking too shabby. This one, I haven't a clue of what's going on. I have sprayed it. It was getting more light before, but started chucking out these yellow leaves, and I thought, you know what, I just don't want to look at you. So that ended up over there. I'll probably end up having to chop that plant. I put this Ripsalis back, it seems happy. But look at this one. Look what happened to my monkey tail. It's definitely croaking it. So I'm thinking I might have to chop this and try and propagate it. It's so, oh, it's so sad. I haven't a clue what's going on there. And then I noticed yesterday, these are my little gardens in a pot, and I absolutely love them. But look what's happening to my donkey tail, my sedum. Excuse the mess on the steps down there, if you saw that. I'm busy getting ready to do a full-on house declutter. Yeah, so back to the plant. Something happened there. Maybe I missed a watering. I'm hoping that's the reason. So I did water this plant, and yeah, hopefully that's all that was bothering it. Yeah, we've got kind of, this one definitely needs a bigger pot. I mean, come on, it's been growing like nuts, but yeah, it needs some more space. Those are the ones that I got. This is the one that kind of really freaked me out, to be honest. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And I just wasn't in the frame of mind for caring for anything else. So it's still like that. Let's go back into the living room. One last bit of bad news and then we can move on to the good stuff. I put some of my Hoyas down here and a couple of other plants. This is the one that has been freaking me out. It's been dropping leaves, and you can see that this one is getting ready to kick the bucket. And it was living in my bedroom, and it wasn't happy there either, to be honest. I think what I'm going to have to do with that is just take some cuttings and reroot it. That is the last sad plant. Let's move on to, oh, actually, no, one last one. I'm a little worried about my philodendron gloriosum. It's a crawler, and I recently repotted it. It was literally bumped up against the pot, and that has definitely affected the growth. You can see the next leaf looks really tiny. And these two leaves here look like they're on the way out, which is what I was hoping that wasn't going to happen, because now I'm going to have, again, a really long stem that's taking up space in the pot, and that's, oh, so irritating. I was really hoping to glow this plant up this year. Its newest leaf has been like that for 3 weeks easily. Probably should miss this plant and just, you know, help it to unfurl. But yeah, like I said, I've dropped the ball with the plants. I've literally just kind of left them. Moving on to to the good stuff. Okay, so the good stuff is that my Anthurium luxurians dark form has given me a new leaf, and it's busy expanding. It can take a very long time before it's completely the size that it needs to be, but whilst it's this color, it's still expanding, so it could get a lot bigger. Check out the lobes, how nuts. Does it look, it looks so strange, that leaf, compared to all of the other leaves before. I did chop off some leaves actually because the pot has now got to a stage where it's too small. So I'll probably do a bottom cut of this as well, just so that, well, I'll talk you through that another time on an Anthurium day. Another Anthurium, this one is my Veitchii, known as the King, and that's a brand new leaf right there. You can tell from the colour, it's busy getting larger, expanding. Check out its ribs. Yeah, I'm really pleased with this plant. So I did do a repot. It was living in pond before. So much happier in, that's like an Anthurium. Yeah, this is like my Anthurium mix, which is an aeroid mix with tree fern fibre, the sphagnum moss on the top, and the roots are absolutely loving the sphagnum moss. I'll probably have to take the sphagnum moss off, put some soil, and then we'll sort that out on an Anthurium day though. Behind, I've got my Philodendron Splendid. Gorgeous plant, new leaf. And I will probably need to mist that as well, just to get it to expand. But yeah, we've got some good news. Thank goodness it's not all bad news. Excuse the mess in the background. I'm getting ready to do a massive house declutter, which I will be filming. Okay, back to the plants. This guy, check out the length. This is my Anthurium pallidiforum. It started giving me much longer leaves, like compared to these little shorties up the top. That was the next one. It just slung out that leaf. Then I got this really beautiful long leaf. It's just crazy. And recently, 2 days ago, this leaf here, this one, was still living inside its sheath. Can you believe that? And I'll show you its sheath. There it is, there near my thumb. So yeah, it kind of just slipped out of there and it's busy expanding. It looks a lot more slender than the ones before. I don't know. I do believe it's going to get really long though, because when you look at the petiole, check out the petiole of this one, the length of it, compared to something like that. And then look at the new leaf petiole, the length of it is insane. It's insane. So it's going to be a big guy. Very happy. This is my Anthurium warwickwianum, and I took a bottom cut from a very sickly Anthurium, Queen Anthurium, that was actually my first one. I'll probably show you that just now because it's not good. But it's never been good. But this is the bottom cut and I'm so proud. It was living in the propagation bin. I took it out very recently. And yeah, so happy. Look at, she's so cute, little baby. And a new leaf on the way. Okay, I actually forgot that I had one more bit of bad news. This is my Anthurium. It's a duck block mixed with Exbassiae, maybe? No, I'll have to put the name up. Yeah, it actually lost a lot of roots. They dried up because it had run out of water. So I recently repotted it and I'm just, fingers crossed, it will bounce back. The leaves are still looking good. It did have a dome over it. It was getting quite misty in there, so I could tell that it was definitely growing. So it's now just going to be into kind of normal humidity and stuff. I don't want to like baby it too much. This guy is my Anthurium Michelle X Zara X Bassier. I think this is the one. And this is its latest leaf. How cute is that leaf? It's still busy expanding. Oh, the colour of it is just gorgeous. Get a little bit more light on you. Very pretty. Don't know what that is on its leaf. Yeah, so very happy plant. Same thing, it's in my aeroid mix with tree fern fibre. Very cute. At the back I've got a brand new leaf on my bottom cut. Was it a bottom cut? It was a cut from my Anthurium forgetii. This is its latest leaf, you can see from the colour. How cute is that plant? The original, the mother plant, not looking great. Still doing nothing. And I think the new leaf is going to do exactly the same thing. It's just going to kick the bucket. It's not going to do anything. So yeah, that's that. Another bit of bad news down there. Okay, I had to come in really tight so that you don't see other things that I've been up to. My Florida Ghost, I moved from the kitchen and I put it here, and I actually have my very first leaf that is slightly lighter in colour. I finally found a spot for this plant to grow and be a Florida Ghost. There's actually two plants in this pot. This new leaf here is from a much smaller plant that I grew from a seedling, and then this one is from a cutting that was large. I mean, the leaves are much larger, you can see, but its newest leaf has been like that forever. I don't know what's wrong with it. I did actually spray all my plants, so if it's a pest, hopefully I'll get over it. I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, I said that I would show you the other queen. So this is, I'm going to take her entirely out. Yeah, this is the other queen. She's always looked like that. There's always this kind of spottiness on the older leaf, especially when there's a new one coming. But the new leaf that's coming doesn't look too happy. But yeah, and I'll just have to figure that out. I'll have to figure that out another time. My Hoya Crimson Queen is busy getting ready to bloom. Look how fluffy. Let me see if I can get her out actually. Yeah, my Hoya Crimson Queen. Check this out. It's getting ready to bloom. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. This plant is full of peduncles. Check out these leaves. They're just delish. They're just, oh, it's such a pretty plant. One of my favorites because it's just so easy. This Hoya is actually the only Hoya that I have in soil. Yeah, and she's just so happy. So yeah, good news on that. My Hoya Breviolata, this is going to turn into quite a long video. Let me just scoot her out. Yeah, the Breviolata just shot out these two leaves, and I wish I'd taken some photographs. I'll put it down for a minute. Yeah, I wish I'd taken some photographs when they'd first kind of emerged, but I wasn't in the state of mind. But yeah, you can see she's going to be a nice, it's getting more and more variegation. I lost a leaf, so that's not good. But yeah, you can see the variegation. I'm not sure if it really likes being in such high light. And then, oh, let me just move this other. This is a Warocraeanum that I bought as a seedling. It's doing all right. But the one I really want to show you is this guy. this is the lighting seems so bad here. Let me just move it somewhere else. This is my Hoya Carnosa compactor, and I hope you can see. So no, I just can't seem to find the right lighting. But yeah, there are new leaves. You can see here at the end of that one, and halfway down this one. Oh, it's really difficult to show you, but I got a feeling that it's gonna branch because it shot out leaves kind of halfway through. I'll put an arrow on it, on the stem. Yeah, so that's good news. Yeah, the bloom on this plant will be very similar to the bloom on this one. So yeah, put you back, even though I don't think you really like it there. Bad, isn't it? Okay, we're going to the kitchen now. Excuse the mess. It's very messy. Look. Oh my gosh. Look, can you actually believe that I got this orchid to bloom? Look how pretty. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen the day that these blooms came out, and they've hung around for at least a month. Oh, she's so cute. I love this orchid. It is gorgeous. It's a stunner. I'm so proud. I've had so many orchids in the past and I've never known what I'm doing. And to be honest, I wouldn't be able to give you any tips on how I got this thing to bloom. The only thing I can say actually is that I did put it in a much bigger pot from the one that it was in when I got it from the shop. And I water from the bottom. I never pour water on the top. So yeah, if you have orchids, please let me know what you do to get this thing to bloom. When I do water the plant, I water it with an orchid bloom fertilizer. But I've always done that, and I had to wait a year for this bloom. A whole year, but it was worth it. Yeah, the only other news I'm going to tell you or show you is that I put my orchids here in my kitchen. So they're now all on this board. Oh, actually, no, there's one more thing that I got to show you. So, let me just take it down. Hang on. So this is my Hoya Grahanianum Super Silver Splash. And, oh my God, there's another bloom. Oh my gosh, and this plant was loads bigger. I had to chop and prop. And look, it's blooming. And I just saw another one there. Right there. Oh my gosh. I mean, I chopped the plant and purposely kept the peduncles. And yeah, I just can't believe it. I'm so happy. It's thirsty. I'm just going to put it down there so that I need to water that guy, especially now that it's blooming. But wow, such a tiny little baby with so many blooms. My Hoya Pubicalix Splash also just shot out some new leaves. Hopefully you can see them. They're still dinky. But yeah, they're busy expanding. I think that is everything. This guy, oh, I had to save my orchid for last because, wow, check her out. She is just so pretty. So pretty. I suppose I didn't really save her for last, but I now want more orchids. I don't know where I'd put them. But yeah, if you are collecting orchids, which ones should I get next? Are there orchids actually that are kind of like better, like quicker to bloom, or I definitely need to do some research. So yeah, those are all of the plants. And I mean, yeah, it could be a lot worse. I'm looking over in the corner because I didn't show you my propagation bin. Nothing's happening in there, to be honest. Oh no, I missed a plant. I think I missed a plant. Okay, we have to go through this one because this one is shocking. This plant, this is my Begonia maculata, and the video before this one, I'd actually filmed some videos because I was hoping to upload more videos more often. Like I was hoping to do Wednesdays and Sundays, but then, you know, life happened. I ended up having to leave my plants for 2 weeks because my dad needed my help. He actually had a surgery that went not so well, so I moved to his home for 2 weeks. But before I did that, before I rushed out the door, I took these out of water and I put them in sphagnum moss. And if you look, you can see the roots are just going nuts. This is like 2 weeks of growth from having no roots. Put it in sphagnum moss, watered it. I don't think I even used, did I? I might have used rooting hormone. And yeah, lovely reservoir at the bottom. Roots, for some reason, love to grow towards the bottom. And I think that kind of quickens the pace of the growth of the roots. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Look at her. Isn't she just gorgeous? So this only recently came out of my propagation bin. It's been living on the shelf and loving life. The weather has just changed, so I might put it back in the propagation bin, but I don't know, I'm kind of keeping an eye on it for now. It seems really happy, and I'm just really pleased that I managed to save this plant and that I still have a begonia. I have had begonias in the past. There are some that I really like and there's a lot that I really don't like. There's a lot of angel winged ones, and I mean, I like the dotty ones. I like this kind of dotty angel wing. I did do a wish list, so you'll get to see in that video what kind of begonias that I do like. But now that I've got this one to grow, I might get another one. But I want to go to an actual shop to buy my begonias. I don't want to buy it online. I have looked online. I've seen a lot of like begonias that I'm just, yeah, they're not for me. They're just like, they'll be like this big and they'll be like £30 or something. And they're kind of like this shape, but just really scrawny and little. I don't know, I don't see the appeal. I really don't get it. Love the red backs. Okay, so I actually, when I chopped up that plant, there was a smaller bit, and that is here. I did not put this in the propagation bin. I just put it in sphagnum moss. I filled up its reservoir, made sure that it had lots of, you know, water and stuff. And when I came back after 2 weeks, it was dry as a bone, but still happy. I think we've got one browning tip. So yeah, it wasn't happy with the 2 week wait, but we do have a lot of rootage. And yeah, luckily when I went away, the weather was amazing. The day my mum passed, the heavens cried. It didn't just cry, it was black skies, rain just at quite a pace, wind. It was a very dramatic day. And then 2 weeks after that, it was just continuous sunshine, which was fantastic. And putting the plants in the hallway that is actually the sunniest spot because that window is southeast. It's just not long, or especially at the moment, because the days are not as long as they can be in the summer. But yes, so happy with the little baby. She's adorable. Okay, I don't think I missed anyone, so I'm now going to say goodbye. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I'm going to see you here again very soon. I do plan on picking up pace again and hopefully start doing 2 a week. The next video is definitely going to be me tidying up my home, because I've already started dragging stuff out and it's already doing my head in. So I might actually jump into that video tomorrow, maybe. I know, I just keep putting it off. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out, and thank you so much to the subscribers that follow me over on Instagram and left me those beautiful messages. I'm so sorry I didn't respond to a lot of those messages, because every time I started reading them, my eyes just filled with tears and I couldn't see what I was doing, and the most I could do was just give you a heart back. But it was just amazing, and thank you so much for just taking a moment in your time to acknowledge my mom and my mom's life and how much she meant to me. Yeah, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a fabulous week, and I will see you here again very soon. Keep your eye out for Wednesday's videos, and if you haven't got your bell on, please switch on your notification bell so that you'll get an alert, and then you'll know. All right, bye.